Mathematics.
How do you do?
Charmed, I'm sure. I say, isn't the Eclipse Diamond Mines one of your holdings?
One of the most important, of course.
Of course, of course.
I'm sorry to appear casual, Miss Minchin, but the situation is quite distressing. I sail in an hour from the East India docks.
I expect you just have to take me to Africa with you, Daddy.
Oh, no. And what would a little girl like you do in Africa? Forgive me, Captain Crew, I fear I've been overzealous. The reputation of my school, you know, one has to be so cautious. But after this interview, I can see at a glance. Such a dear little child. It will be a pleasure to have her with us.
Does that mean I've got to stay?
Yes, dear. You're to have that privilege. You and your little pony.
Such a dear little pony.
This is made out to the school. Will it be enough for the moment?
Oh, quite.
I should say it would. Why, it's stupendous.
I beg your pardon, but haven't I seen you somewhere before?
Quite possible, my dear Captain.
Your face is most familiar. Were you ever on the stage? I seem to associate you with one of the old music halls.
Music halls? My brother on the stage? Ridiculous.
Ridiculous indeed, you're quite right.
And now, shall we look at little Sarah's rooms? Just a moment, Miss Rose. This is Miss Rose, one of my most capable teachers. Captain Crew has done us the honor of placing his little daughter, Sarah, with us.
How do you do, Miss Rose?
How do you do, Captain Crew? We shall do everything we can to make your little girl happy.
I'm sure you will.
Children, we have a new pupil, Sarah Crew. Say how do you do to her.
How do you do? I'm very well, thank you.
Lavinia, Jessie, that will do. You may proceed, Miss Rose.
Children?
She's just like a little princess, isn't she? That's what she is, a princess. And I expect now some people around here won't think they're so smart.
Oh, won't they? Wait and see. Princess indeed.
Fortunately, the rooms have just been papered, and the fireplace has an excellent draft.
But I thought you didn't have any rooms.
But I didn't know then what a dear little girl was coming.
But why does that make more rooms, Daddy?
Lady Bentley's little daughter has only recently vacated the rooms. Our best suite, of course.
Do you think you could brighten it up a bit? I'd like it made as gay as possible. I brought a few things from India, but perhaps you could buy whatever else is necessary.
With pleasure, Captain Crew.
I'd like Sarah to ride every afternoon, if the weather's all right.
Of course. Fortunately, we have a splendid riding master.
I expect you think I'm completely spoiling the child. And no doubt you're right. But actually, it's good for her. She's much too inclined to bury her little nose in a book and keep it there until someone lures her out of it. You see, Miss Minchin, Sarah has no mother, and we've never been separated for more than a few days.
How touching.
This is going to be very hard for her.
Have no fear, Captain Crew. I'm a mother to all my little girls. And now, I'll leave you to your farewells.
How much longer have we got, Daddy?
Only a few minutes, darling. You're learning me by heart, little Sarah.
No, Daddy. I know you by heart. You're inside my heart.
We're going to be brave, aren't we? I tell you what. Let's pretend we're back in India. And I'm going away with the troop for a few days. Shall we? We've fought this kind of battle before, haven't we? And you never cried once when I went away. Remember?
Yes, Daddy.
Well, this is going to be our hardest battle. But we'll be good soldiers, won't we?
Yes, Daddy.
Shall we say goodbye, like we used to at home?
Yes, Daddy.
All right, then. Chin up. Go to the window and look out. Now, say it as we used to. My daddy has to go away, but he'll return most any day. Any moment I may see my daddy coming back to me.
My daddy has to go away, but he'll return most any day. I can't do it this time. I can't do it. You're crying too.
Afraid we're not quite such good soldiers as we thought.
Oh, yes, we are. I can do it now. My daddy has to go away, but he'll return most any day. Any moment I may see my daddy coming back to me. Oh.
I will do it. I will. I'll pretend this is part of a war. You'll be the enemy, and you'll be my trusty lance. Now, ready, aim, fire! Oh. Ouch! I guess we'll have to call in reserves. Sulam, Kub Mountain High.
Good morning. Mrs. Saab speaks Hindustani?
I've lived in India all my life. You lad, Bob Surtai.
Sab dunya se acha hai. Mrs. Saab is going to live in England now?
Only until my father gets through making the Boers behave.
This Saab is then a soldier.
Yes, my father's a captain. Captain Crew. I'm Sarah. What is your name?
I am Randas, servant to the Honorable Lord Wickham, and to her ladyship Rani.
Randas! Randas!
Yes, sir.
Why the deuce are you dawdling here? Finish with that bird and get on with your work.
Good morning.
How do you do?
I'll be here at the window most every morning in case you want to talk about India.
Morning, Sarah.
Oh, good morning.
Ready for breakfast, dear?
Well, I'm trying to be, but I don't seem to be very good at these buttons. My thumb gets lost in the holes.
Here, let me help you. Buttons are a bother, aren't they?
I never had to button things before, but I'll learn.
I'm sure you will. Here, put your shoe up. Come in. Good morning, Becky.
Good morning. Is the young laddie any boots to be done? Well, only the pair I wore yesterday. I'll get them, miss. Oh, I beg your pardon, miss. Are you hurt? No, miss. You mustn't be up on me, miss. Just hold out your arms and I'll pile them on. Oh, Lord, miss. If Miss Minton was to see. You think you can hold two more? Yes, miss. There you are. Are you all right? You take care of all those? Yes, miss.
And she does them beautifully.
Thanks, you, miss. Thank you for doing my shoes. Oh, I'm sorry. That's all right. Goodbye, Becky. Goodbye. Bye. Well, perhaps this isn't going to be such a bad school after all with you and Becky here.
Oh, we'll have to hurry, dear. Miss Minchin doesn't like anyone to be late.
Tell me, Miss